subscribe to the Gooby Battle Bowl channel. Spectre Divide is on its way with season 1. So if you don't remember, they announced that they would be releasing season 1 of Spectre Divide. They essentially said, we're going to be releasing season 1 after the holidays because they were worried about the game essentially not getting enough press because they would have to spend more money on the advertiser budget. We've been waiting for this season 1 for a while. It's going to come with the career tab, the battle pass tab, the stuff that they should have had at launch. But I digress. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. There's a lot that's going to be coming to the game, but notice how I said coming rather than being here. They pretty much announced this in advance, but they promised that it would be at the beginning of this new year. It's the beginning of the new year, and they're like, you're gonna have to wait. So right now, if you go onto the Spectre Divide Steam charts, this is what you see. Okay, so this is their last week, right? And you see that their peak has been around like 100. This is just before the announcement, by the way, and then this is after the announcement. So this is after the announcement was released. We start seeing peaks of like 250 and like troughs of 100, just under 100. But they got to their lowest point literally just before they announced the new season coming out, and that was at 34 players. 34. And that's not like there's usually around 50 at the least, but I mean at their most they're doing like 200. It's not great, and it was still going down. There's a lot of people who tried to defend this and they were like, oh, it's gonna flatten out. It's like cryptocurrency scams, man. Like I swear to you, like they at around here they were like, you know, it's not going to go down anymore, and then it gets to about here and they're like, it's not going to go down anymore, and then it goes down, and then they're like, it's not going to go down anymore. 9,000 players is where we're going to stay, because there's like a little period, a tiny little period, and then it keeps going and it keeps going. It's just insane. Look at this. This is the most stable I think they've been, and if their stability is about 200 players, that's insane. That's crazy to me. There's not even anybody streaming this on Twitch right now with viewers. Wait, obviously they haven't counted it yet. Yeah, oh my god, late February. We waited all this time with hope in our eyes, gleams, and then they're just like, nope. Even after all of that, saying that, hey, you know, we're waiting until the the advertisements are cheaper, they're still waiting until February. As they mentioned, 9th sponsor, Monarch Tactical. It seems that you get like a personal shield or whatever. That's pretty cool. Got battle pass. Launch maps will remove 50/50s. They're going to be sharing a full list of side-by-side comparisons ahead of the season launching. So while this is like a big change, this is like a nothing burger at the same time, because yeah, this all seems pretty great in late February. And yeah, you bumped up your player count by like 100 because of this news, but how long is that going to stay before you start going down again? Like, it's do or die at this point. You are at do or die moment. Visual improvements to main menu, character faces, environment art, and more. They did not mention that. A lot of people have talked about the art style. I personally don't see it as an issue, though I do tend to find myself grabbing like masks or something to put on my character when I play. They also mentioned something about spread. I'm wondering if that's going to mean that ADS is getting nerfed. I think that hip firing should just come back. I think this ADS, like this ADS trend that's been going on with a lot of these attack FPS games, is kind of failing. A lot of people aren't going back to it because the gunplay doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. So reward them for being able to click heads. That's how I feel. I don't think that it's fun or interesting at all. I think that's my biggest issue I currently have with the gameplay right now. I was trying to get used to the ADS, but I think it was when I was playing the Fortnite stuff, the ballistic game mode, that I started to realize like it's just not a good mechanic. I don't like that mechanic at all. To have moving and shooting, but to have it be you know, ADS, just it takes a lot of the skill out of the game, in my opinion. And again, it's not me saying that shooting when ADS is a bad thing. Other games have that. You know, Apex, Call of Duty, that they might be more friendly with that. But I think that's a completely different game style. It's not TAC FPS. TAC FPS is much different. It's very pinpoint. You peak the wrong way, you die. And I just don't think that this is adamant on continuing to build a positive experience when it comes to that. But again, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I do want to play the game. This is their last Hail Mary. They really need to get something going. They're probably going to get Shroud to play it. They really... Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this to themselves? Dude, set up the game to launch during Shroud's Fragathon. He's the guy who literally makes the chart spike. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, that was the news for Spectre Divide. I think I'm not convinced. I'm just not convinced. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just not convinced.